Keep hearing footsteps on the stairs as we're standing here. And I know the difference in the floorboards here, but I kept hearing like someone, like not tapping, but walking on their toes rather than their heels. There's a lot of old energy. I'm also picking up on a woman that passed away that had a hard time breathing. I feel we kind of just made her comfortable. Cancer or something that took over her body. She died in this home. I also okay, I'll wait for that one because I have a little kid that was here. I kind of just walked into something that I'm a little uncomfortable with, but I feel that if we were to go straight downstairs to the first floor and out, something tragic happened over in this area. Something about, I don't know if I'm paralyzed, my body can't move somehow, from something that happened on the property. I'm hoping when we go downstairs I can pick up on more. There was an accident that left somebody injured. I don't know if it was permanently or what it would have been, but he was younger in age. And it was an accident. I feel he lived in the area, was a friend of the family, somehow a friend of the family, a relative, something. I can tell that he's upset about different stuff that occurred after this incident because there were some rumors that went around that are untrue.
So Bill, you're an owner of the Lucille Ball house, right? And you said you're a huge fan of Lucille Ball, right? So you've seen every episode a dozen
Well,
times.
I watched the original episodes when they first aired. I mean, I'm old enough that when I was young.
What does this place mean to you?
A lot, because I Love Lucy was my favorite show when I was growing up. And I was always fascinated by the fact that she came from upstate New York, Jamestown. And now I found myself living in this area and amazingly owning the house.
So it's not really like open to the public for like tours and stuff, but you guys have brought people
Right,
here
but lots
to
of
show the
fans
house.
come to visit.
And people say they've had some pretty weird experiences.
Some
in the house.
people come in, and especially the fans, and they say they feel an aura of Lucy somehow being here. We had one fan come in who took some photographs and claimed that the photographs showed that there was some occult phenomena going on.
But enough things have happened where you get to curious.
So let me give you some of the history of the house. This is where Lucille Ball grew up. She moved here when she was about 7 years old, roughly 1918 or 1919, and she and her family lived here until 1928. Lucy used to stand in front of the sink looking at herself in the mirror.
This is where she became the performer that we all know and love.
That's right.
Right?
This is where she did her acting.
Yeah.
Lucille Ball and her husband Desi Arnaz were the stars of I Love Lucy. It aired from 1951 through I think 1957. And it was the kind of show that whenever it was on the air, everything else stopped.
I mean, this is just really exciting. I just remember sitting with my grandmother watching I Love Lucy, you know, when I was a kid, and just being in this house just gives me shivers. It's really cool.
And the show, I mean, I have seen probably every episode at least a dozen times, and I still laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because they were just brilliantly written comedy, and Lucy was this fantastic performer.
I can never get them out of my mind that the what were those, the chocolates that they were shoving in their mouth.
Yeah, that's one of the most talked about comedic scenes of all time.
In 1927, Grandpa Hunt and Fred, Lucy's brother, and Cleo, her cousin, and two little neighbor kids were on the back porch shooting with a BB gun, target practice out the backyard. The little girl neighbor was holding the rifle, about ready to shoot. And the little boy who lived in the house next door was called by his mother. And he ran in front of the little girl just as she shot the rifle. And he was hit, he fell, he was paralyzed, he died a couple of years later.
You take the girl's stance. And Eric and I were here. Put up your, shoot the target.
Oh yeah, here.
Eric and I were here, and his mother lived next door, and she said, Eric? She had sent him to the grocery store, and he hadn't gone. And she yelled, Eric? And he said, oh, my mother. And he tried to run under that, and bullet caught him right in the spine.
Got him right in the back.
And he landed. Right, and there was an enormous bush here. And he landed flat on his belly, and he yelled, I'm shot, I'm shot. And Grandpa said, no, you're not. Oh, you can't be. No, get up, get up. And he said, I can't.
There was an accident that left somebody injured. I don't know if it was permanently or what it would have been, but he was younger in age.
That breaks my heart thinking about it, doesn't you?
Yeah. I've thought about it many, many times, I'll tell you.
Bye. Rudy, darling.
Why don't you take us around the house and just give us a little mini tour?
All right. Shortly after Lucy moved in, her grandmother, Floribel, was dying of cancer. And she was in they set this room up as a kind of hospital room for her, and this is the room that she passed away in.
I'm also picking up on a woman that passed away that had a hard time breathing. I feel we kind of just made her comfortable. Cancer or something that took over her body. She died in this home.
She used to put on shows for her family. Her family would sit in the parlor as kind of the audience.
This would be like the curtain?
This would be the curtain. So this room here, this little foyer would be the stage. And there would be a sheet that she put over this curtain rod.
Wow, that is really
And
neat.
this is the original curtain rod.
I was going to ask the same question. This is Rod. That's so cool.
So there's this photo when Lucy came back in 1956 where she's standing like this, touching the curtain rod and looking just very happy. And all the fans, when they come, insist on my taking a picture of them standing here holding the curtain rod.
That's very cool. That is very cool. So we were talking earlier in the kitchen about how this is where she kind of honed her craft. That has never been more true after hearing this.
That's right. Yeah, she would put on shows.
I mean, this is her stage.
That's right.
Very cool.
That's right. Lucy Arnaz once brought John Edwards, the famous
the psychic medium.
Right, here. Why, he might have just come because he was interested in Lucy and just wanted to see the house.
Yeah.
But maybe he was hoping
To connect with Lucille Ball, possibly.
We also know that when she comes here, she walks to a spot outside where there's a lilac bush and kind of meditates or just thinks about things. And she's always very somber when she comes back from that.
She always goes to the same spot?
Same spot. So we don't know what's special about that spot.
No, she comes here because there's a connection with her mother here.
Right, so occasionally she's back in town for one of the Lucy festivals, or she'll be invited to put on a show.
Was Lucille Ball cremated?
Yes, Lucille Ball was cremated, and her remains were originally buried in Los Angeles, and they were brought here a few years ago because she had always said she wanted to be buried in Jamestown.
The obvious person who would get these ashes would be her daughter.
Right.
Okay. What if she sprinkled some of the ashes on the property? That seems like a plausible
that's quite possible.
thing for her to go and kind of have that emotional moment in the same spot every time she comes here.
That could be.
Do you want to head upstairs?
Yes, let's go upstairs.
Can't wait to see the rest of this place.
so let's go in here. This was Dee Dee's bedroom.
Your wife Mary sleeps here periodically, but maybe I shouldn't say sleep. But this is one of the rooms that she's laid
Right,
down.
so she has spent a lot of time here, and she spent a lot of evenings here. And although she has tried to fall asleep, she has never succeeded.
And it's not like she has trouble sleeping anywhere else?
She has no trouble sleeping anywhere else. She's not scared of the house.
Yeah.
She finds it a warm, comforting place to be.
I think that she would receive that from people that, I mean, if there's spirits in this house,
Right.
I think that you and your wife would receive a very warm welcome from them.
That could be,
Especially from the things that you guys have
Right,
done to the
right,
house to restore it. Absolutely. I mean, you guys, we've done a lot of museums and, a lot of historical places. And you guys are not missing any detail. You guys are very on board. I mean, as far as, curating this house, I mean, you guys should be very proud of the work you put in.
Thanks. But unfortunately, the light doesn't seem to
We're used to that.
Yes.
be.
Unfortunately, on investigations, a lot of times lights don't seem to want to turn on.
So what's interesting about the bathroom are two things. One, again, original linoleum. This one's not in quite as good shape, but you figure there were a lot of water spills, so.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Good. But this is Lucille Ball's original bathtub. In her autobiography, she talks about the day when they got the bathtub.
And that's the
And
tub.
that is the tub. Real fans will get in the tub and have me take their picture.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But that's Lucy's tub. So this room was shared by Lucy and Cleo. They not only shared the room, they also shared a bed. And when Cleo came here to visit, the second time she came, when we already had a bed, I remember Cleo sitting on the bed saying, "Oh yeah, I remember Lucy would come in late at night from one of her escapades and try to sneak around the bed to the other side not to wake me up."
I just want to say thank you very much for taking us around this obviously very historical building.
Happy to do
And
it.
Dan and I, we got the team here. We're going to take a good look and to see what's going on, maybe what's going on with these people that you've come in and had weird experiences. Hopefully by the end of the night, we can have some answers for you. I mean, telling you just from the tour that you've given us, we've probably got some ideas and some stuff to work with. So
Okay.
what we're going to do is we're going to go get together with the rest of the team, try to fill them in on what's going on here and see if we can put together some sort of investigation to, try to figure out if there is something going on here. Maybe there's not, but either way, we'll hit this place with everything we got.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Phil.
you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
your time.
Thank you.
All right.
I've always been very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable, wonderful, loving house. But I've never been able to sleep.
That's so strange. I've never.
I'm up all night. I have to go home just to get sleep when
Just to
I'm
get
here.
sleep.
And it's just so peaceful here. It really is peaceful and loving here. Everybody got along. There was no friction going on in this house.
Right.
That's what I feel when I'm here. And yet I can't sleep here.
You can't sleep here. That's really strange.
You know, Dee Dee spent a lot of time in this room because she had migraines. To the point where her migraines were so bad that her family members would come up here and lay with her.
Oh wow.
It was so bad.
So she
So
suffered.
she suffered a lot.
Now, why don't we have you ask a question, Mary, and see if that gets a response.
So I'd like to know about Dee Dee's migraines. Is Dee Dee having migraines? Is she in pain in this room?
This just spiked to the yellow level.
Did it just spike? Cause term scared heavy.
Whoa. What
Oh.
was that?
Okay, I feel like there's some kind of electrical. Is that maybe why we're feeling? Because the tub. Why is the tub?
There's something right here.
There's something right there. Something under in that spot.
Like, right in here. Like I feel like walk. I feel like, oh my god, like really dizzy right now.
Whoa, it's almost like a rocking sensation.
Isn't it?
It's a rocking.
Don't you feel that
I
in here?
feel like,
I feel like I'm on a boat.
yeah,
Like I'm like
yeah.
not on land.
We're getting a EMF anomaly in here, which could be the cause for you guys feeling dizzy.
It's possible. Okay, it's
But
not.
over here, there's nothing.
Look at that.
nothing here.
So the lights went down, but
The
you come over
lights?
Go
here.
down to the floor.
Go
and
down to
they-
the floor.
they
Like
come
over
out.
here. Like in this area.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Whoa.
There is something there. So
I can
So-
be affected by just like electricity in the house though.
yes,
Yes, EMF will cause you
EMF
to be nauseous or dizzy.
It's so weird that it's just. I mean, it's that high up.
And it's just a tub.
alone, eerie with two E's.
Wow. Really?
Alone.
Do you want to sit in the bathtub?
Sierra, are you okay?
Yeah, you want?
Why don't you sit in the tub with me?
I'm just like really dizzy and really like.
Yeah, why
What
don't you
does
go in the
that mean?
bathtub?
Come and sit with me in the tub. I mean, what would that mean?
She's picking up on it, and
All right, so
what
sit
we're trying
here.
to figure out
Sit
is
in
if
it.
it's paranormal.
Yeah, just sit in it.
And tell us what you're feeling. You want to come around here and just see?
Do you feel less dizzy
I feel
sitting in
sudden
the
like
tub?
relief in the tub.
You feel writing.
Wow.
So you feel safe in the tub.
Yeah.
And yet you didn't feel safe out of the tub.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
it's Lucy's tub, so maybe Lucy's
This is the
protecting-
original tub, so maybe she's protecting you
So
from...
this is literally the tub that Lucille Ball bathed in as, growing up from the age
Growing
of 10 to 17.
Yes.
But it's like, yeah, right as you get to the edge,
Then it starts.
yeah, and it starts. But not
Look at
okay.
it. So here, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You come out this way.
But inside,
And it starts.
that's she's not feeling
I mean,
anything.
what could
She's feeling
possibly-
she's feeling protected.
And yet I come out here, there's nothing. It's basically the edge.
the edge. is-
Something happened around the tub, maybe?
So we're back up in the bathroom here with Sierra, and we've invited Chelsea up here, our team psychic, to see what's going on with the EMF activity up here. Sierra is kind of an empath. She picks up on energy. Chelsea is just amazing, picking up energy. So we decided to bring them up here together to see if they could feed off each other, to try to see what's going on up here with the feelings of the funhouse effect and people feeling dizzy and things like that. Now, last time when we were up here, you said you felt better in the tub than you did outside the tub. Any idea why that could be, Chelsea?
It could be an impression left that was in the tub. This keeps going on. That obviously it's a relaxation place, so people clear their mind, are happy, candles are lit, glasses of wine are around, and they're just in their happy place. So I wouldn't doubt it. And this is the original tub for Lucy, right?
Yes, yeah, this is the tub that Lucille Ball actually bathed in. Now, what I'm finding weird is the last time we were up
I know,
here,
It's not going off. I was
it's
just
not going
gonna
off
say.
like it was before.
What the heck?
The last time we were up here, the K2 meters were spiking
They're on
all the
the
way
side.
Solid.
to yellow, and they were staying yellow.
Here.
Which leads me to believe that there's some kind of electrical anomaly.
Yes, because down here I'm getting.
But I'm. Oh, no.
Now, seeing that the house was built in the 1890s, the wiring that could be running through the floors isn't shielded. It's old wiring, so it's probably giving off a lot of EMF,
I have.
which
K2
could be
going.
the explanation also of why Mary can't sleep up here.
My
because-
K2's going off.
Yeah, because the EMF activity plays into your body, and it makes you nauseous, it makes you dizzy, it can make you restless. So that could be some of the explanation for why she can't seem to get a comfortable night's sleep up here, but feels relaxed inside the bathtub because EMF is dissipated by mass. So when it comes into contact with the tub, it's cutting off the EMF. Now, Chelsea, go ahead and put that right down on the floor and see if it's staying completely red, which leads me to believe that there is an EMF anomaly in the floor, which, like I said, could be wiring. Usually if it is a spirit, that'll fluctuate, it will not stay solid. Actually, I've never seen it stay solid like that. So there's definitely some EMF that's coming through the floor there.
And in this space, right where that was going off, is where Sierra was
Right.
feeling dizzy and
Right.
like rocking.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I felt like
Chelsea,
I was on a
what
boat,
are your impressions up here?
I don't like the bathroom.
Why not?
I'm very uncomfortable. There's somebody always watching from the hallway. So that's why you'll see me with my back towards you, because I know you're behind me, but my back cannot be towards something open. When it's dark in here, there's no lights on, I instantly get really bad anxiety, because I can sense somebody there looking at me, but I cannot see them. The whole upstairs I'm very uncomfortable with. I do know the room at the end of the hall is someplace I think we should go to. Because I felt like, I don't remember what I said, but I felt like that was just a room that I walked into something that I shouldn't have.
And that's Lucille Ball's bedroom.
Okay. I felt that something happened in like the backyard. If we went out and went to the backyard, something happened out there.
All right, well, let's take a walk back there and we'll check it out after you ladies. Now, from what we were told, this was Lucille Ball's bedroom. What was the feelings you were getting at?
I'm just very uncomfortable. I don't know how you're feeling,
Yeah.
but like
I'm getting chills again.
you just saw me just do this.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Now you keep bringing up that you feel like something happened in the backyard. What do you think happened in the backyard?
I could tell that someone was severely injured and or passed. I can't tell if it was they passed because something happened right then and there or they suffered with something, but I could tell they weren't the same.
Okay. Can I let you in on something?
Yeah.
Again, you never cease to amaze me. You are a wonderful, great psychic. There was a tragedy that happened in the backyard.
I do feel that there's something that's watching us that doesn't want us around. I actually feel very uncomfortable that if the camera wasn't here, I'd probably scurry and you'd probably see me just get in my car and go home. But just something, we walked into something that I feel that we shouldn't have.
You being drawn to a specific place or?
In this area where I feel he was shot or within this vicinity.
Okay.
Because
we don't know where he was shot.
Because I feel he was running this way. Like he was being called from this direction. Okay, and he was just walking. So whether the person or the girl
He's got a sharp pain right here.
that was shooting at something and he walked.
He tried to run under that and bullet caught him right in the spine
Got him right in the back.
and he landed. Right when there was an enormous bush here. And he landed flat on his belly and he yelled, I'm shot, I'm shot.
Well, according to what they were told, the little girl had the rifle and was going to shoot a target out there, and he ran into the line of sight. So the tragedy did happen here. I just don't know exactly where.
Why do I feel that there was something else being said that she didn't shoot him? I need to look into that because I feel that there was rumors that went around that somebody else did it.
Well, what had happened, and this is the story we got from the owners of the house now, is that the little girl that shot him ran, and nobody's seen her after that. Like, they don't even know what her name was or anything. She never came around again after the incident happened. So it would be something interesting. I don't know if it would have made the papers or not. It would be something interesting to research to see if we could find, what happened and maybe the girl's name, because that is something that the owners of the house now do not know.
I mean, I feel uncomfortable in this room, but it doesn't make me want to run down the stairs. It's the second time that Sierra's run from the top floor, and Chelsea is kind of in agreement with her that there's some weird activity up here that not necessarily the Ball family, but something else.
And when we were just up here a second ago, I did hear like shh like that. I thought it might have been you, but it wasn't because it was
Or
coming
behind
from,
you.
Well,
Or
either
in the
behind me or in
corner.
that corner. Yeah, like in that. Did I just hear it again?
This is Lucille Ball's bedroom.
Session 1. Go ahead.
Who's here with us right now?
Who's breathing heavy or sighing really loud? Because I heard it almost the second I came up here.
Are you upset that we're in this room? Is this your domain?
Oh, there was, I don't know, something outside. It was like a car or something. I don't know. Can you make a loud sound or like a knock or something so that we know that you're here?
Are you friendly?
Are you sitting on the bed with us?
I don't like the fact that
Huh?
I don't really like the fact that my back is facing to that side of the room.
You know, I thought that, but
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it. I'm glad you did. Can you tap on my shoulder?
Earlier you were making our K2 meters go off. Can you make those go off? Are you happy with the way they've restored this house back to its original condition?
I think it's absolutely beautiful, don't you? Was that you?
Mm-mm.
Did you hear that? Or
Yeah,
no?
I did. I don't know what it was.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it. What was it?
Like a breath.
Huh.
It was,
Let's play this back. Yeah, it was like behind us
Yeah,
for
it was
sure,
behind
without
us.
a doubt. Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Hang on.
See if we caught it.
What was that? Loud sound or like a knock or something so that we know that you're here? That was it was a tap, dude.
Yeah.
I said, could you make a knock or something?
Yeah, was it? I mean, not like off of my leg, but
Loud sound or like a knock or something so that we know that you're here? That's on cue.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on
Yeah.
cue.
Yeah.
We didn't hear that though,
No,
right? We didn't
hear
react
no,
to it.
No, we didn't react to it. I didn't hear anything.
Very good.
We would have said something.
Yeah, of course. We would have freaked out. Or I would have freaked out.
You would have in the face. I mean, we're having 0 K2 meter now
Yeah.
activity, which
You guys before were having a lot?
yeah, we had activity. It was even going up to the reds and stuff. So I'm gonna say goodbye to this room. It's funny how through the night, you know, the mood can
Yeah.
shift in a room and the activity.